Donna Briggs, and today is Sage Sunday. Hope you had a spectacular weekend so far. I know you did because you said your affirmations. I am healthy. I am happy. I live in abundance. I don't let any negative people, places, things, or environments control my peace. And I know you guys had a great weekend because you started off on a positive note. But today's Sage Sunday is going to be about dealing with depression and sadness. I have people inbox me and they're sad, depressed. So they always say this too shall pass. Now I hate that statement because if you're depressed and you're sad, the last thing you want to do is hear someone say, oh, this too shall pass. Oh, you'll get over it. Oh, it's temporary. And, remember, everything's temporary and this too shall pass. That's not really going to help the person. So I don't say that to someone that's depressed. I mean, it doesn't help. But I am going to give you some steps to try to help beat depression. Here you go. Don't isolate yourself. So once again, you're going to say to me, okay, I don't feel well. I'm depressed. The last thing I want to do is socialize. True. Good point. I know I'm feeling the same way. If I don't want to be bothered, I just want to stay in the house and hide. Yes, that's what you do. That's normal. But that's the worst thing you do is isolate yourself because it makes you feel worse. Exercise. Now, medical studies have shown that exercise releases chemicals in your brain to make you feel better. So, sometimes exercise, I've heard from some people, makes them feel worse. So it depends on the person. Be creative. Painting, writing, stories, music, dancing, I don't know, writing poems, just anything to get your mind off whatever you're worried about. Get a pet. There are a lot of people who've done that during the pandemic. They were depressed. They went and got these pets. But pets are a responsibility. So I say go get a pet, but if you're not going to be a responsible pet owner, do not go and get a pet. Because taking care of an animal is a responsibility, and if you're not willing to do that, it's not fair to the pet. Just saying. But it helps you to focus on something else if you're depressed. The pet. So, if you're responsible, go get a pet. If not, then, I don't know, go get a fish or something. But you got to feed them too, so. Be kind of careful what you're going out and buying as far as living creatures because you have to take care of them. Volunteer. That's a great way to avoid negative thoughts. And it kind of helps you too by serving others, lets you see that you could be in a worse situation. Or it could make you feel even worse. So that's kind of twofold, You volunteer, you see people doing worse than you, or then you might feel even worse because you volunteered and saw people doing worse than you. So I don't really know if I should volunteer. I mean, I thought about these things last night, but I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, maybe that's not a good idea. I don't know. It's up to you. Find a hobby. I don't know. Stamp collecting, butterflies. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Find some kind of a hobby, but not drugs. Because some people take that as a recreational hobby, getting high, doing drugs. And a lot of people are doing heroin now. That is not what you're supposed to be doing. You're trying to cope with your sadness and depression. We're not going to cope with it doing heroin, coke. We're not going to do those drugs. And try not to do the alcohol thing because a lot of people out there are alcoholics. We're going to try to refrain, pull back, finding a positive hobby, not a negative hobby. Join some support groups. Now, a lot of people out there have these, sadness and depression and a lot of people are going through the same thing. So you can get a support group. You can start one. You can join one. That's something you can do. Get sleep. I know for me, when I'm depressed or I feel down or something's not right, I'll just go to sleep. I'm going to bed. Because I don't have to deal with anybody. I don't have to see anybody. I'm just going to go to sleep. And a lot of people out there are saying, I'm depressed. I can't sleep. So it's a vitamin called melatonin, right? And it's all natural. and it will help you sleep. And you won't feel groggy or weird when you wake up, but it will definitely help you get some sleep. Melatonin. Breathe deep. That helps. It will calm you, and you'll be less tense. Like if a problem comes up, it's just like, you know what, I gotta take a breath. Step outside the room, take a breather, breathe. Learn your triggers. Some people are triggered by certain things. I was with someone in the car, and I didn't know that their trigger for being depressed and sadness were tunnels and bridges. I didn't know. So we're going over this bridge, and then they're depressed. I'm like, they start crying. Come to find out, their brother jumped off a bridge and committed suicide. So I didn't know that. So learn your triggers. Now I'm thinking they should have told me, hey, I don't want to do any bridges or tunnels or anything like that, because it's a trigger for me to be sad. So I didn't know that. So learn your triggers. And if you think you're going to be near a trigger or something's going to trigger you to be sad, avoid it. Build a routine. Clean, organize, redecorate, meditate. Of course, I love meditating. Treat yourself to something. Nothing crazy. Don't go crazy out of your budget treating yourself to, cope with your sadness or depression. So don't go into like financial ruin trying to cope with your depression. Don't do that. Go to therapy. A lot of people don't want to do that. Go to therapy. Unplug your cell phone. Regroup. I was just talking to someone, my friend, and we were thinking about going to Ecuador to see a spiritual shaman. That's unplugging and regrouping. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Ecuador and see this spiritual person. That's going to be something I'm going to do to regroup. Take some time alone, if you could do that. And that's today's Sage Sunday. I hope you learned something today. And I hope I helped you guys cope with your sadness and depression. Because like I said, you guys email me and text me all the time about your depressed. Help, give me some advice. So that's the Sage Sunday. And you go to my website. It has suicide hotline on there. And different help organizations are on the website. I love you guys. Make every day a great day. And remember, stay courteous, stay kind, and breathe, and know that you are loved and appreciated. See you tomorrow on Motivational Monday. Bye.